What's up guys, Silverpone here, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you. Well, it may be kind of similar to videos I've done in the past, but we're going to talk about some Dragon Ball today, and more so just my opinion on Dragon Ball lately, on the gaming side, and as well as the anime and manga side in the later half of this video. But getting started, let's just talk about the games, right? Dragon Ball gaming as of late, I think has been in a better spot than it has in the past. In terms of like, if you look from Xenoverse 1, till now, I think right now, the gaming has been at the best point ever. Xenoverse 2, around Xenoverse 1 and 2, I don't know if we had a lot of other games that were happening besides those two. Of course, we have the mobile games like, Legends and Dokkan Battle and whatnot, but I don't think we had a case of having multiple games on a console. Like right now we have Xenoverse 2, we have Kakarot, we have Breakers, we have Sparking Zero. There's just a lot of games around the Dragon Ball genre, even including the mobile games too right now, that I don't think we had in the past. I think we were kind of just locked down in the past with only having a few games in the bag for us. But nowadays it's changed. We have more games. A lot of the games are getting updates too. I didn't even mention Fighters, but Dragon Ball Fighters as well. But yeah, a lot of the games are still getting updates. I don't know about Fighters per se. I think I saw something new about Fighters that was just announced at the last convention. I could be wrong. It might have been like Evo or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was. But with that being said, if they do update Fighters, that's just another testament at this point that, all the games are getting, serviced. Kakarot still getting updates. We have future updates for Kakarot and Xenoverse 2 in tow, as well as Sparking Zero. So that's already 3 console games that are getting attention right now, which we didn't have in the past. So that being said, yeah, we're in a great time for gaming. And who even knows, what could happen in the future, too? Seeing as how we had Dragon Ball The Breakers, right? That game was a completely different turn from what we had in comparison to other Dragon Ball games. Because you think Dragon Ball game, you're like, oh, a fighting game. Something simple where you're just gonna, get in the lobby with your friend or whatever and just have some fun battling or get in a team battle, single battle, whatever. Breakers took a different turn, showing us, hey, we can do an asymmetrical. I always forget the name of the genre what Breakers is, but it's asymmetrical something. I don't play those games a lot, so forgive me. That's why I don't really know. But yeah, that game was just completely different for what it was. That kind of shows us that, Dragon Ball, the corporation, Bandai, Toei, whatever, the people behind the video games, Dimps, whatever, they're not scared to go out of their, normal. They're not scared to go out of their normal routine, It's okay for them to step outside of their, boundaries and just try something new and attack it and see if the fans like it or not. Breakers, I think, was received pretty well. I think the game, did pretty well for what it was. Being that it was a different genre of game, a lot of people got into it. A lot of people loved it. A lot of creators became creators because of Dragon Ball Breakers. I think, Iron Cane, I could be wrong, but I know Iron Cane, I started hearing more about him as he was playing Breakers. And the sad reality is, as I was talking about, a lot of the games getting attention and updates and things, Breakers is in that category as well. But Breakers may be seeing the end of its lifeline here soon. And I don't particularly know the reasons behind that, but I would assume it's because of the player base. I did a whole video talking about, Dragon Ball The Breakers being incorporated into Xenoverse 3. If Xenoverse 3 ever comes out, which it will in the future. I think that Dragon Ball The Breakers 2 or whatever they want to call it should just be integrated into Xenoverse 3. That way you have a huge player base at your disposal, and the games are already linked anyways. You have Oolong in Xenoverse 2 from Breakers, and he's in the Breakers lobby as well. And the lobbies are in the same area as well. And the games are in the same universe. But anyways, I'm getting on a tangent. Just go watch that other video I did explaining all of that. And yeah, it's a pretty good video. But yeah, man, Breakers might be dying here soon, and that's unfortunate. The game was really fun. I liked it. I don't know how you guys feel about Dragon Ball The Breakers, but like I said, man, it's a testament to show you that they're okay with trying different things. So I don't know how they're gonna think about all of this, being that if Breakers does come out and end, because they had some announcement talking about they were going to end. If that does happen, I mean, maybe Dragon Ball, the corporation, maybe they'll start not going out of their, normal routine as they were, with games like Dragon Ball Fusions and Breakers and whatnot. I mean, if this game isn't doing well, maybe they won't do that so much in the future, but I'd like to think they would. I mean, Dragon Ball The Breakers had a lot of seasons to it as well, so yeah. But yeah, man, besides the Dragon Ball Breakers point, how do you guys feel about the state of Dragon Ball gaming right now? Like I said, man, I think it's in probably one of the best spots it's been in for a long time, being that we have a lot of games that are getting a lot of attention, and who knows what we're going to get in the future, man. We could get something great, another great game. I'm hoping for Xenoverse 3, as a lot of people are as well. And I also have more videos coming out for Xenoverse 3, so look out for that in the future. I think the next video I'm going to do for Xenoverse 3 is going to be explaining the story mode or either the parallel quests a little bit more in depth. And all of those Xenoverse 3 videos that I do, they fall back onto the open map concept. So if you haven't watched my video on the Xenoverse 3 open map concept, please go check out that video. And all the Xenoverse 3 videos that are going to come out from that point on will make a lot more sense if you've seen that video, and they'll just flow a lot better because they all depend on that one idea of mine. So yeah. Anyways, we talked about the gaming side. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Now we're going to talk about the anime side. And I don't want to ramble about the anime too long because I don't really talk about the anime on my channel. I'm really more focused on the gaming aspect. But yeah, let's just talk about the anime for a little bit. Now, Dragon Ball, as good as it is, the anime is legendary, the games are legendary, right? There seems to be pauses and releases for everything Dragon Ball related. And that's unfortunate, but I mean, as big as it is, they can't just constantly pump out content. They kind of have to make sure a lot of the stuff is digestible to the audience. It can't just be a bunch of crap, even though a lot of people would argue some of it is crap, but it's whatever. For the most part, the majority enjoys everything Dragon Ball related, just albeit maybe if you just want to talk about the anime and games, sure. Now, the anime has always been great, like I said, but it takes pauses. Now, we've been waiting on the Moro arc for Super, or just a Super continuation, for a while now. I think it's been like over 5 or 6 years at this point. It's been a long time. It doesn't feel like it, but it has. It's been a while. And, a lot of people are just, like, oh my God, like, when is the next season of Super going to come out or whatever? Like, they're, like, a lot of people are just, they're irritable at this point, just thinking about that. And that's granted. But, I think they did have some legal issues with the series recently. Toei, I said Toei, Toei and, Funimation and I think like Shueisha, like other company. I don't know. There was like some legality issues over the Dragon Ball IP after Toriyama's passing, which is unfortunate. So, there was a lot of stuff and that brought a lot of the production for Dragon Ball anything just to a standstill for a while. And even though that was going on, we still got some content in some games and, some stuff in the anime side, which is, like Daima. A lot of people do not like Daima. I think Dragon Ball Daima is pretty good. It's a good series. It's a breath of fresh air. It feels like it's, it's in the setting of Z, but it feels like it kind of encapsulates like OG Dragon Ball mixed with GT a little bit, which is pretty cool. Like I said, it gives you that breath of fresh air. Also because Toriyama passed, his passing, and it's unfortunate and everything, but he, apparently he delved into Dragon Ball Daima a lot. So that's pretty cool to hear about. It's kind of inspiring too, like even in his age, and, he wasn't involved in a lot of the production for Dragon Ball, the anime and the games. He kind of just left like notes and things, you know, for Toyotaro. Probably helped him like to get drawing techniques down and all that type of stuff. But in terms of like, you know, story design and like coming up with like arcs and whatnot and all the intricacies of like everything, he wasn't that involved in all that stuff. So I mean, for him to get more hands-on with Daima, I think that really goes to show a lot for his love for the series as a whole, because he came back in at his older age and you know, jumped into Daima. And I think because he was so hands-on with Daima and he wasn't hands-on with Super and all the other things, I think it's worth a while for a lot of fans to just watch Daima and just, you know, it may not be, you know, as action-packed as like Z and Super, but it's a little bit more lax and just a little bit more focused on the adventure side and building the lore between the demon realm, which is pretty cool. And if they come back and explore that, you know, the demon realm and whatnot and like Super, that's going to be amazing. It's going to be cool. We've already seen it in Daima, and a lot of the things they've already showcased that, you know, Daima does tie into Z and Super together, and it kind of alters the history of Z just a tad bit, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil. And it kind of brings a little bit more lore into the whole aspect of Dragon Ball. So Daima definitely is worth a watch. Who knows what they're going to introduce in the future as well. But yeah, man, Daima is good, even though it gets like some hate from, you know, some people in the community. I think it's worth a watch. You know, Toriyama passed, he was hands-on with it. Give it a watch, man. I think a lot of people will actually like it. And it also has, you know, Vegeta's new form and probably Goku's new form and probably a new fusion. That's just 3 more reasons for you to watch it. I don't know. But yeah, man, the Super anime, all I can say is I hope for it to return as well. Like you guys, I mean, we're all crossing our fingers, like waiting for an announcement or something just on the Super anime. It's just like, oh my God, man, like when's it going to happen? But I think it'll happen soon. Give Daima its time to breathe. And when Daima's done, maybe we'll have some more information based off of like, you know, releases going forward in the future. I don't know how they would release it, but I'm assuming it would be some big event. So with the manga though, the manga was already announcing that they're going to come back pretty soon here. I don't know the exact date, but I'll put it up on screen now. They're going to come out with like a one shot. It's going to be before the superhero movie with like the Goten and Trunks stuff, which is like, yes, it's like a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, it's still something, right? It's just a little bit, it's showing that the manga is still going to continue. So that's great. And I know everybody wants to see the Black Frieza stuff in the manga and what's going to happen with all that and the Beast Gohan and Broly, all that. I am too, man. Like, I'm excited for all of it. So like I said, man, let's just give it a little bit more time. And I think everything will play out as it should. And I still think we'll end up enjoying it either way. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about the anime, the status on it right now. Like, do you guys want Super to come back? Do you guys enjoy Daima? Let me know down below. And yeah, man, this entire video was recorded off of an iPhone. Like, I'm not at my PC right now. I could have recorded at my PC, but this was way easier. And let me know if the mic quality is bad or not, because if it isn't, I'll be able to upload videos almost daily. Almost daily. If this is a good quality video off of my phone, then yeah, it'll work out and I can record videos more consistently for you guys. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the noti bell if you want to. And thank you guys for always listening to me and being here. And even though I take long breaks here and there, you know, life is just a roller coaster sometimes, so just bear with your boy. But yeah, again, thank you for being here. Peace out.